Good morning, everyone, and TGI Friday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here. We have made it to the end of the week. Of course, this morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Just before we get into all of that, I wanted to give you a quick heads up that TipRanks has launched their newly redesigned Expert Center. Here you can find and follow the top 100 Wall Street analysts, corporate insiders, hedge fund managers, and financial bloggers. So make sure you head over to the site and check it out. All right, now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. We are ending the week with U.S. stock futures in the green. Currently, Dow futures are up 0.26%, S&P 500 futures are up 0.36%, while NASDAQ futures are up 0.31%. Elon Musk has done it again. This time, the world's richest man has sold about 934,000 shares of Tesla, worth just over $963 million. Moreover, Musk exercised stock options to buy over 2.1 million shares at $6.24 per share. Following this news, Tesla closed the day down about 6%. This all started as a lighthearted Twitter poll back in November when Musk asked his followers whether he should sell Tesla shares to pay taxes. So far, Musk has sold about 11.03 million shares valued at $11.82 billion and has exercised stock options to buy about 12.3 million shares. In effect, Musk has actually increased his shareholding in the electric vehicle maker. Tesla is currently rated a moderate buy with an average downside of 2%. 4 of Cathie Wood's ETFs under her ARK Invest umbrella have picked up shares of UiPath after the stock fell despite posting better than expected third quarter results. The ARK funds bought a total of 969,890 shares of UiPath. UiPath had reported adjusted third quarter earnings on Wednesday at break even on a per share basis on revenue of $220.8 million. Several analysts had cut their price targets on UiPath following the earnings. The stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 37%. The Professional Fighters League has signed a multi-year deal with FUBO TV to stream their new PFL Challenger Series. Formerly known as the World Series of Fighting, PFL is a sports league of mixed martial arts. FUBO TV will stream the PFL Challenger Series on their FUBO Sports Network and FUBO TV starting in February of 2022. Further, FUBO TV's free-to-play games will allow viewers to interact with the live competition, and FUBO Sportsbook will become the exclusive gambling sponsor of the series. The FUBO TV stock is rated a moderate buy with an upside potential of 131%. And rare earth materials producer MP Materials announced that they plan to build their new manufacturing facility in Fort Worth, Texas. This rare earth metal, alloy, and magnet manufacturing facility will be over 200,000 square feet and serve as the business and engineering headquarters for MP Magnetics, the company's magnetics division. The company will hire over 100 skilled workers and have an initial annual production capacity of nearly 1,000 tons of finished NdFeB magnets, which can power approximately 500,000 electric vehicle motors per year. The MP stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of over 11%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. The pre-market is incredibly quiet today. We'll be hearing from Academy Sports, and that's about it for the after hours as well. Yesterday, we heard from athletic apparel company Lululemon, who delivered better than expected results for their third quarter. Lululemon reported quarterly net revenues of $1.5 billion, up 30% year over year and ahead of the consensus estimates of $1.43 billion. The company had reported quarterly earnings per share of $1.62, which is growth of nearly 40% from the prior year and again surpassed consensus estimates of $1.41 per share. Their stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of 21%. We also heard from Costco Wholesale, who came in with better expected results for their first quarter, with both earnings and revenue beating expectations by a huge margin. Their quarterly earnings jumped over 13% year-over-year to $2.98 per share, meaningfully outpacing analyst estimates of $2.59 per share. Their total revenue came in at $50.36 billion, a 16.5% growth compared to the prior year, and well ahead of analyst estimates of just $49 billion. Their stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of 2.8%. And shares of Oracle are up about 11% currently in the pre-market after they delivered strong second quarter results, primarily driven by strong cloud business growth. The company reported adjusted earnings of $1.21 per share, comfortably beating the consensus estimates of $1.11 and growing 14% year-over-year. Their total revenues of $10.4 billion grew 6% year-over-year, topping analyst expectations of $10.21 billion. The Oracle stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside just over 10%. And shares of Broadcom are up after the company reported upbeat results for their fourth quarter and announced a dividend increase. The company reported adjusted earnings of $7.81 per share, topping estimates of $7.41 per year, and well ahead of their earnings of $6.35 in the same quarter last year. Net revenues of $7.4 billion grew 15% year-over-year, surpassing the street's estimates of $7.36 billion. For their dividend, they announced a new quarterly dividend of $4.10, up 14% from the prior payout. Their stock is rated a strong buy with an average upside of over 13%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by C3AI. Their stock is up after it was announced they won a $500 million Department of Defense contract. Trading under the ticker AI, their stock is currently up nearly 20%. They're followed by Oracle under the ticker ORCL, who, as we discussed, are up following their earnings report, and the Bright Health Group under the ticker BHG. Their stock is up over 6.4% after they announced they anticipate over $6.3 billion in 2022 revenue. Our biggest losers this morning are led by Everbridge after it was announced that their CEO was resigning unexpectedly. Under the ticker EVBG, the stock is currently down 33%. It's followed by Chewy under the ticker CHWY. They're down 9.7% following their latest earnings report. And the National Beverage stock under the ticker FIZZ. Their stock is down over 8% following their earnings. So that is going to be everything for Friday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you back here next time.